Okay, welcome back to On the Ground. On this episode, we are going to be doing an overview, exploring, and a little review on Onyx Hunt. This is the desktop version or online version. I also have the app version and probably do an overview of it. This is the Elite membership trial version, or in the trial stage of like 7-day trial. Online it says that there's a 30% off on the Elite membership. It's a Black Friday sale, so if you see this of 2023 before the Black Friday sale is over with, um, you should be able to get this for like Elite membership. Typically for a year is like $100, but I think it's down to like 70, 69, 99, $70. I selected West Virginia and Wisconsin as my two states. So let's look into West Virginia first and see. I think Wisconsin has more features, but let's just zoom in here. Zooming in, you can use the the mouse. I see the wheel on the mouse. Okay, I'm from and lived in Logan and Boone County. See, let me zoom out a little bit here. I oftentimes hunted Logan and Boone County border. So at first glance, I don't know why Logan County isn't highlighted. Maybe not a lot of information. I don't know. A lot of this area uh, in Logan County, as you see, I'm circling, and even Boone County. All this, it looks like mountains and forested areas, which it is. um, is basically all public hunting land. I mean, that's just how things work. Other than that, which is considered people's own personal property. I don't know what layers and maps here. Oh, now I'm seeing a lot more. Uh, let's see. I believe it gives the temperature there down in the right hand corner over here, 43 degrees. I think it's the wind, northeast wind, 2 miles an hour. I think that's the current, and it's actually 7:12 p.m. I'm recording this in Central Time because I live in Wisconsin, but I'm doing West Virginia, so it's actually 7:13 there. If you see, notice on my screen here, in the lower right hand corner. I think search. Let's see. Let's try. See what happens if we do a search here. Logan. Uh, Park. Okay, that's the only thing I know. Chief Logan State Park. Okay. See if that zooms in. Yep. Okay. So it does zoom in. Um, gives the coordinates down here. Over here, this uh, window opens up. It gives you like an overview. Name of it, county, state, nearby location, type, park, county, state, elevation. See if it zooms in. Okay, it does. I guess that's just the general elevation, then weather. Let's click on that. Tells you the temperature, what it feels like, the wind, the rain, and let's see, rising, Mercury. And it gives the sunrise time and sunset. Sunrise in 12 hour 58 minutes. So I guess from now. Low overnight in the upper 30s. Precipitation. Moonrise, moonset. It gives that. Gives a forecast. Let's see how many days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Gives quite a few. Today, November 19th. It gives the date. Past hours. Okay, precipitation. Pressure, inches of mercury. Moon phase. Gives the moon phase for the month of November. So this this window it just popped up by me clicking in this specific location. This is the information it provides, and it does seem to be current. So range radius says enter yards in the field below. Click apply to set the radius around this point. So I believe the point is this this over here, and basically almost the center of the screen. It shows inside the park. I guess it's pre-selected. I don't know. I don't know. See if we click here, or you can drag it maybe. Radius. Okay. Okay, miles. I guess you can change this to, let's say, apply. So you can do yards, miles, whatever. According to this little window here. Of course, there's all kinds of tools and other features. I'm exploring this. I'm just looking at it. Add waypoints. Okay, current location with it's got pre-selected. I believe if I were to pick Wisconsin, it would take me directly to my current location. I don't know. I have to look into that here in a little bit, maybe. I guess you can change this to blue if you want. Green. So, waypoint, it's got the date here. I think, let's see what more it does. All types. Let's just say ATV. Okay, so you can pick, I guess, different icons here, waypoints. If you want to mark like 4x4, access, antelope, bear, deer, you know. So you got a variety of different options here. I guess if you going into an unfamiliar territory or something, you can pick a variety of different waypoints. I noticed on the phone app, and maybe on the computer in case you have a laptop or something with you out in where you're hunting, but you don't have internet access or can't get a signal on your phone, I believe you can map out an area and download it or use a feature that's called offline maps. I see up here in the left hand corner where I'm circling, it highlights offline maps. So I think it may copy a map that you're mapping while online, but then save it to where you can use it offline. That way, if you're out in the field or somewhere you don't get signal, you can still use your phone to access it. Um, Currently, I think we're in the 2D mode, but let's just go over here. We'll go to some other areas in West Virginia here in a little bit where I used to hunt. See if we can't locate one of the hot spots I used to hunt. But let's see over here in the right lower hand corner where it says satellite 2D. Let's see what's hybrid. So that's like a topography map, or no? I guess it's a topography map and satellite. So it's got like a topography map overlay on the satellite imagery. Okay. And then this is just probably the topography map. So let's just go back to the satellite for now. You know, topography that shows elevation. So let's go to 3D map. Give it a minute to load. I don't know if it's my internet speed or just the application or Onyx itself. I'll look into that later. But I noticed on the phone app, this looks relatively accurate as far as the pitch of the mountains and things like that. I also use Google Earth to look into an area. I do believe Google Earth does give a clear map or picture of the area, but it has nowhere near these features. So if you're using to map out an area, and as you can see, it has like this Gwen Conway or Conway Gwen or Kathy Moore. Yes, the last name's on top. It shows that property belongs to this individual, so has property boundaries. I don't know the accuracy of it. I've heard whether by reviews or something like that. I don't remember where, but on YouTube or just forum, I don't remember. That some of these hunting apps, because there's more than OnX, there's Hunt something, I don't remember. There's another one that's pretty good, but OnX seems to be one that a lot of people use, and it may have a lot more features as far as stuff like this. It may have accurate or more accurate boundary lines, but I did hear that some people said that they weren't accurate, and they may have had. I think they had some issues when they were hunting somewhere about issues with the property owner claiming that where they were hunting was a part of their property, but the map itself didn't wasn't accurate, and they had some issues. Basically, they were hunting on, according to the person that they spoke with, their property, but the map didn't have an accurate property line. So, and I don't know if this was OnX or a different one. There are some hunting apps like this that And again, this is the web app, the desktop, as you can see with the screen recording. This is this has property line borders, but they say that there was an issue with that, and again, I don't know if it was Onyx, but Onyx does seem to have a lot more features and may be uh, maintenance as far as and updated more to provide you with a more precise boundary. And I do think it has more features as long as the line of uh, property lines and mapping tools and different types of maps. Like over in this window here to the right, you got satellite, hybrid, and topography maps. Okay, it says over here also leaf off imagery not available in all areas. Let's see what this offers, if it does here. I believe that some states offer more features to Onyx versus others. I think Wisconsin offers a lot. I don't know about West Virginia, but we'll see what happens. Leaf off imagery. Does that say? What's that say? Let me let me go back to 2D. Oh, it's over here. No leaf off imagery available. Okay, so it's not available here in West Virginia. So let's go back to 3D map. Let's see. Wait a minute. Let's recent imagery. Let's see. October 30th. Give it time to load here. It says list detailed but updated frequently. So it says down here in the center lower part, recent imagery October 30th through November 13th. So I don't know how satellite imagery works, but it does appear that it's not quite as detailed. Let's go back to the 2D map. Let's zoom in just a little bit. Let it refresh. So I guess this does reveal the 3D, like the foliage and stuff. Let's go back to the satellite imagery that gives us a little clearer picture. But unless you really want the clearest picture, which personally I believe that Google Earth, I don't know if there's others that provide, but Google Earth does provide a clear picture as far as satellite imagery, I believe. But we'll explore a little bit here, and it may vary from state to state and location. I think it does. Seems like city areas, towns, and stuff may offer a clear picture versus way out in the middle of a forest somewhere. Of course, the leaf off imagery, based on my understanding, it will show you a satellite image or picture of that area when there's no foliage. So the benefits to that is it shows what's underneath the tree cover that you can't necessarily see in this imagery. So I'm just going over this. This is my assessment of this app at this time that I'm sharing with you on YouTube. So um, you can explore yourself, and I may not get to everything. I don't know much about it, so it's me exploring it with you. I did a little more exploring on the phone app a little bit, And there may be some features that it's in the free trial, or that's not in the free trial that may be in actually when you pay for it. I don't know for 100%, but the week membership would be my recommendation, so you get the full benefit of what it offers. Over here it says Elite Pro Deals. There may be additional things you can add to it. I might look at that here in a moment, but let's look at the 3D elevation exaggeration that's in this base maps window at the bottom of it. I think this will give you a higher pitch. I mean, exaggeration. Yeah, see, it's creating a steeper let's go back to the default if I can. I need to go all the way back to the very beginning here. I think this is what it was on. I don't remember. Anyway, so, and over here in the middle, over on the right hand side, closer to the bottom, lower, it's got the compass. So we're pointed north would be the top of the screen, and south would be the bottom, and east and west. See tools. Let's click off this base map so we can see a little better. Over in the right hand corner, let's see what this is. If it lets me. Let's exit this one off. Maybe I need to exit this one off. Are you sure we want to discard this waypoint? Yeah, discard. Okay, let's see what this is. Tools. I think this is a route. Okay, before I go any further, let me see if I can exit back off this. Okay, got it. It's got tips and stuff. So you can go by this if you want to, take the time, which probably would be much more beneficial than just exploring it aside from it. Enough exploring, you probably will get familiar with the stuff, but this will point out features on, in my experience in dealing with stuff like this, that you may not be able to determine by exploring it. So, points are connected to known locations, pass between snapped points, follow known roads. Point draw points are left disconnected from known locations. Pass to and from these points, follow straight lines. Okay, let's just say skip tips for now. Hopefully we can go back to that at some point. Okay. Let's move. Let me zoom out here. There's fork. Okay. Crooked Creek. Just let me familiarize myself. Okay. There's fork. Heights, Mitchell Heights. I think we might need to go down. What we got here? Zoom in a little bit here. Logan County Court. Okay, that's the what they call the island, because it's surrounded by water, obviously. That's where the high school's at, and football field and middle school baseball field in the back here. It's where I went to high school, one of them. Okay. It kind of seems like it's still loading up, but it does show. It may be my internet connection too. I'll need to again see about that. I can address that. Does seem a little slow, but it may be the location itself. I don't know. This is my first time looking at this. This may be a lengthy video, but I'm going to try to go over some things a little quickly. Before I proceed any further, this 15 here, this gray line that goes around the edge of the mountains, I'm not sure what that is. That may be the Hatfield-McCoy Trail. Let me see if it gives me any information about what that is. What's this? It may be Hatfield-McCoy Trail system. I don't know what it is. I was thinking topography, but the numbers seem to be Hatfield-McCoy Trail. Let's see what this green dot is. Delete point? Yeah, let's just delete that. I don't know what that is currently. It's mapping it out as a road, it looks like. Of course, there's plenty of mining roads, old mining roads, logging roads, gas well roads, some of which have been converted to the Hatfield-McCoy trails. You know, at one time, these were not Hatfield-McCoy trails. They were all local trails, but some of the larger roads, dirt roads, have been widened up some, maintenance, and for, recreational tourist trails, as what locals there refer to them as. Here come the properties. Believe I know where I'm going. I have to Logan Airport. Logan County Airport Authority. Bear Wallow. Okay. Let's, how do I turn? Okay. So the right mouse button, if you click it, okay, if it's on the 3D, it's on 3D, right? Okay. I want to see, okay, the right button, Bear Wallow. This is one of the Hatfield-McCoy Trail. Is there a route builder? How do you... Okay, cancel. Okay. Discard route. Okay. Now let's see what this is. Add waypoint. Right. Let me see if this will. Okay. About this area. Looks like it's slow to load. Load. Maybe that's what that represents. See what this is. Okay. Bear Wallow Trailhead. Okay. Private land says. See what this is. So let's see more is. Scroll down. Range. Okay. Bear Wallow. Let's see. So clicking on this. Trailhead, trailhead. Okay. It's not really telling me a whole lot more. If I click on that, it just tells me, but it doesn't seem. Doesn't seem to tell me. I'm thinking it's a trail because if we zoom in down here, we see this 14 that kind of runs alongside this Bear Wallow branch. Sees a dirt, looks like a dirt trail road. So that may be a mapped out area. It does appear that way. If you zoom in, you see like a dirt road, dirt trail. So it does. Let's go back to the 3D, my preference. Okay, this is the Bear Wallow Trail. It goes up this hollow. There's a lot of trails, as you can see, and there's a lot of trails that's not mapped out here. At least Ethel Hollow. I guess they maybe changed it because I thought Bear Wallow Trailhead was up Ethel Holler. They may have changed it since I live there. This dotted line, it may be. I don't know what that is, what that represents yet. I need to look into that. But this is where I originally grew up, was born, raised, and spent a lot of time in the mountains on a daily basis. This is this cleared area on top of this mountain. That's what they call a mine reclaim. Before it had all this grass and hydroseeded and trees and stuff, this was a surface mining area that they blew the top of the mountains off, mountaintop removal, to get down to the seam of the coal, and then they mine the coal. Anyways, but this is what they do after the fact. And actually, I found that deer tend to like this, as with a lot of examples of logging and things like that. Deer, it creates new vegetation, more food sources, and deer just seem to really like being in and around these areas. I've noticed that in my experience. I've seen quite a few bucks on in and around these areas. Of course, there's not a lot of thick cover. You can see much farther, but just seen a lot of deer sign around these areas, and there's berry bushes and all kinds of stuff. I don't know what mine this was. I don't know if it provides. Let me back up here and see if it says who owns it. Doesn't seem to provide me with that information. But yeah, a lot of these places you can hunt. I mean, there's a lot of, it's mixed with private property. And let me just type in town of Man, because that's where I'm trying to go. Man, West Virginia. Let's just say town of Man. Whew. Okay. Very small town. Very small town. Let's rotate this down. Okay. It's town of Man. Zoom in a little bit. Moore Hatfield McCoy Trail. They put this is old, right here where the arrow is, Rock House Trail. That's another trailhead for the Hatfield and McCoy Trail system. As you can see up here in the right hand corner, this is an old mine reclaiming. There's a lot more vegetation and stuff, so it's grown a lot. Anyways, but this used to be a old train bridge, but they've converted it and turned it into a bridge that you can. There's a little trail that goes along this tracks here. Anyways, you can YouTube that and see a lot of that. Shows property here. See, it does show whose property, who owns the property here. See how much we can zoom in here and see. This here that I'm circling, that's a library. Of course, it says it right here. I've been in that library. But, these two houses here almost look like they're joined together. The person looks like they got 3 sheds. Looks like there's a little trail or something there. I don't know what that is. Looks like the river's kind of low in this picture. Let me zoom out a little bit. Anyways, let's stop rambling on. I haven't looked at a lot of features yet. I'm going back to where I used to hunt. One of my favorite spots, or one of my preferred spots to hunt. This is another high school field I used to play football, or sandlot football. I used to shoot my bow back here. There's like a gravel parking lot. But let's see here. This should be bingo. Maybe it just hasn't showed up. Yeah, because this is, I forgot what you call this. High wall, maybe? No. Can't remember what they call it. This is where the rock trucks would dump out. I don't know. Let's see. Let me zoom out here. It should show up as Bingo Holler. I don't know why it's not. Was before. Anyway. So anyway, up here, the bingo. It should say, oh, here it says down here, and bingo. Let me zoom out here. It showed it. Bingo Hollow. So this is what we refer to as Bingo Hollow. This is where I done it. And trying to remember. It's been so long ago. 20 years about. I don't. I hunted out through here. Near these reclaims. I'm trying to find a specific one. It's a good ride. Just give me here a minute. I'm trying to remember where it was. Let me zoom in here. The roads weren't that big. It's hard to tell. What in there? A little tricky here. Trying to find this. Anyway. It's in this vicinity. It's hard to tell. Wasn't that close? I had to ride out. Has a little it's out through here somewhere. Oh, I can't find it at this time. Anyways, there was a trail hidden. Couldn't really see it. It's so grown up, and that was 20 years ago. I could find it, but somewhere along here, and I ride up to the top of the mountain, and maybe farther up here than I thought. But I'd ride the ridge of the mountain a long ways, but I can't make any sense of this. I can down on the ground in person. Anyways, that's the map. Let's see here. Draw a line, measure distance. You can measure distances. It's just quick to draw. It's just, which looks like you got a few options here to pick from. Let's see here. See what happens. Up here, close to the head of the horn. 600 and some yards it shows. Might be able to do miles, but so this gives you a distance. This from this point to that point. I guess let's see. Thought maybe. Okay, over here it says 0.8 miles. And this be go uphill, but okay. 1.2 miles. So from here it's 1.2 miles roughly if we were to follow this road. Of course, that's not the route I would take. That's just the main one. There's a little side trail that goes up. It's an ATV trail. It's not really any bigger than the width of a regular four-wheel or ATV. Anyways, so that's what that feature does. I guess you can pick the thickness difference, the thinner one. I don't know what this is. A dotted one maybe? Yeah. Something a little bit different. And the different style. If you notice, this line changed. Different colors. Okay, undo. 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 Okay, let's go off that. Discard all that. So that was shape, draw, measure. That's a waypoint. Create trail camera. Let's see what this does. I suppose. Let's just click over here. Well, let's go back to trail camera. Guess we'll say trail camera A. Say Browning. Say Recon. Force Elite. Let's say HP5. That's what I have. SD card. It's not cellular. Battery count. 8. 512. This is a brown. Next. Okay, 1 minute. Next. Let's just assume that it is in the field. Say location 1. Placement 101. What direction is our camera facing? Let's say it's facing southwest, we'll say. Huh. Did I click on that area? Oh, so you can move it. Let's just say it was over here near that trail. Roughly. Okay. View trail camera placement 101. I'd say if you save, it'll keep that on the map. If you made a waypoint and you save, so it'd probably show the waypoint, where your camera's at. It would save it that way. And then if you were to save it to an offline map, I would say that it would show you that. That way you'd have it to go by when you're out actually in the field. You look at your phone. If you have a laptop or a tablet or something you keep with you to look at, it probably would basically show you exactly what we're looking at. Again, I'll do the phone app. I think it's a little different, but later. But for now, this is going to be a relatively long video, I figure. So I'll break it up into different parts so that it's not so lengthy. And if you want to watch it and come back to it, you can. But let's click on Trail Camera Placement 101. Trail camera basics. Keep your cameras facing north for the best light, exposure, and to prevent false triggers. Make sure there is a clear background behind your picture to be able to better distinguish animals. Use high quality batteries and high quality SD cards. Trail camera placement. Find good trees. If none, use a mount or post. Place near creek crossings, food sources, or water sources. Place the camera facing the trail, not perpendicular to it. Okay, so that just kind of advises you on how you should place your camera. And like I said, save. So it saves that location. Okay, so camera direction, southwest, okay. Upload, store, archive, photos. Okay, you could upload photos, I suppose, from your camera. Or if you have a card reader and you got it plugged into your computer, you probably could do that. You'd probably have to upload. Let's see what happens if I click upload. Yeah, so it shows if it's, on your computer, and I don't know exactly what that would look like, but you can add, it says here, to your camera or whatever. History. I guess it tells you the date, when you placed it there, etc. So, this could be handy in areas that you're not so familiar with. I hunt in Tiffany Bottoms, so I could see that working. So let's exit off that. So we know that's trail camera. Open wind calendar. The days. Only list content visible on screen. Last updated just now. Okay, the date. Any of your waypoints and see the wind forecast for the next 7 days. Okay. That doesn't. Okay, let's go back to the wind calendar. Sunday, okay, 19, sunrise. Okay. So, let's see how we set. Let's see here. Screen. Let's go off on that. Let's see what this is a add waypoint. Okay. Let's see more. Let's see blood buck, gear, food source, horseback. To show any icon for wind or anything? Side of interest, bench points. No, it doesn't show anything for wind. So, let's see how this works. Wind. Says the general area of wind. Add wind on a waypoint. Okay, let's create a waypoint. Let's say ATV. Say wind direction. Let's see. Okay, it's got one pick, so let's just go with that. Here's your coordinates. Wind direction. See the current wind direction over this waypoint. Show current wind. Show optimal wind. Say northeast. Okay, east. Okay. And you can apply that apparently. So cancel. Say wind calendar. And I set wind on this waypoint. Okay, so set wind on waypoint. Show current wind. Okay. So it's showing current wind. East, northeast, down here, 3 miles an hour. So this is the wind direction. Well, even though it says ATV, say it was a tree stand. And you were watching an area up the hill or northeast of you. So the wind, you would be downwind if this is where you're at. So it could be beneficial in that, assuming that this is accurate, up to date, or maybe you have a few different spots, and say you have a tree stand on this side, and there's an area here, and the wind was blowing the opposite direction. You'd kind of say, okay, I want to be downwind of this area, bedding area, whatever, feeding area. So you would know, okay, this more clearly, I want to be on this side. And the wind can change. Maybe you have one here, one over here, and one over here, roughly. Or if 4 different spots, and so you want to stay downwind, and you're able to move from these areas. I could see how that would be beneficial. So, okay, so we know what that icon is. We're moving on down the list. Let's see. You can hide a waypoint radius. Okay, so it gives your general radius. So I guess if you wanted a 200-yard radius of Y, that way, if the more specific, let's zoom in a little bit. If a more specific area, say over here with this in this circle, there's this little bit of clearing here. Again, this isn't necessarily a setup that I would do. This is just an example of what these features do. Say that you were watching this area and the wind was blowing in the direction to where you didn't want your scent to be carried over, let's say. This would help with that and give you a clearer picture. So you take what you see on the map. Of course, if you have your phone on, you're in a tree stand, you could use this currently if you get signal, and if not, you could use the offline. Maybe you could update it just before you go out and make an assessment if the wind changes. You could see the forecast, etc., etc. If you get a signal, it's probably better for that. But anyways, so you get a general idea of what these tools use. Edit, let's see what edit is. Okay, you can change the icon, the color. Okay, so we have a general idea. Uh, it's still holding, but it's delete. Okay, let's say delete, delete. Okay. Anyway, so you can delete it and I'll remove that. So what is the online live map? Let's see. Start a live map session with your friends, move the map and explore it together. So I'm not going to go into this, but I'm going to say that if you and your friends, your hunting buddies or something like that, they all have this app, you probably can kind of all get on this server or whatever with one another and say, okay, yeah, Jim, I'll put my tree stand over here. It looks like a good spot. Rick, you can put yours over here, and I'll put mine over here. You know, something like that. Think that'd be good, you know, etc. So let's see what this is. Open imagery on demand. So, imagery on demand. Oh, if you got Elite, you get, you know, $60. Yeah, it could get pricey per image, especially, okay. Make critical on-the-ground decisions using a custom satellite imagery. We will take a 4 km by 6 km image and deliver it on your Onyx map centered on your coordinates. You will see your image in less than 2 weeks if we are not blocked by clouds. If clouds block the attempts, we will immediately refund your payment. Please see the tutorial on the next screen for more information. Okay. We're not going to look into that, but you can explore that. It's pretty expensive, but if it's an area that you're really serious about hunting and you really want to, I suppose that maybe it's worth it. Maybe the picture will be way more detailed, show you things that you can't see. I don't know. Maybe you could YouTube it and see if somebody's used this feature, and I'll probably do the same and see if it looks like something that would interest me. It may be, if it's not much clearer than this, I don't see the point, but it's probably most likely a lot clearer picture and active, and just maybe the same quality but current. It says within 2 weeks. So let's see what this is. Terrain X. I don't know what this is. Slope aspect, elevation band. I'll look at this later. And then we'll look into that and see what that is. So let's just exit out of that. What's this one here? Launch top right. Let's see what that is. Looks like another feature. Again, log in with Onyx. Let's see what that says. Well, there went my email. Anyways, I didn't want to provide that information, but unfortunately I may edit that out. Anyways, let's go. Maybe you can Google or YouTube this and see what that is, or maybe I'll look into it and show you on here in my final upload. Whatever. The positive, negative zooms in. Again, it takes 1 moment for it to refresh. Zooms out. Let's see what this is here. Oh, let's just say block for now. Okay. So that must be, huh. I need to unblock that. Uh, but I'll try to figure that out later. Okay, so let's go over to the left, or wait a minute, let's put hunt map layers. Let's click on that. Okay, map layers, there's a question icon, question mark icon. So this gives you a link to a more descriptive uh, uh, information about how to use this. Maps layers contain information you can show or hide on your map, like private and government lands, hunting units, private land. Maps are labeled into folders for each state. Okay, mobile app, web map. Here's the mobile version. So this I'm not going to go over using Topra to plan your hunt. Let's click on that since that kind of interests me. Topra is a service available to Onyx Hunt Elite members that provide information like hunt quotas, applicant totals, harvest information, draw odds, land ownership percentages, and terrain stats. Click about your hunt options in a single easy-to-use interface. I don't know. Here's a YouTube walkthrough. You could click on that, watch it. So, let's go back. Okay, let's exit out this link. So this, let's see, adding and editing trail cameras, adding a private folder using markup options, top right videos, top right point, using base maps. This kind of looks like a guide or a reference to help you with some of these features. I'm just kind of exploring them and showing what they look like. If it interests you, I mean, it's a free 7-day trial. Got 3 of 4 layers on. Let's see what the 4th layer is that I don't have on. Okay. I don't see anything. Anyways, let's see. Get off that. Wisconsin. See, Wisconsin has 9 layers, so they have a lot more. And different states vary. And maybe, I don't even know what those layers on are. Let's see. Private lands, government lands, hunting zones, possible access, forest tax law, forest legacy lands, voluntary public access, turkey hunting access, game bird. Okay. Different states offer different, so. Recreation. Okay, so. Let's see, land and access 12 layers on. I don't know if this applies. So, you know, this probably Wisconsin says Great Lakes, but I don't know. There's no duck hunting to my knowledge in West Virginia. Roads, trails, trail mileage, slope, trail details. Canada's on there, Wisconsin. I guess if you click on any state, it's going to show you what they offer. Map layers, what's this say? Oh, it's that link again. So apparently this little question mark with a circle is going to take you to that link and to wherever it's attached to and give you information. So okay, let's go to offland maps. New to old. Let's see. Sending. see, click on new offline map. Layer-based map, always available online. So, I don't, okay, it's got a quarantine section here. You can put the title of the map area. And I would say that whatever you've put out here, trail cameras, mapping routes, tree stands, whatever, it's on here. It's probably going to take like a still picture. Maybe be better in a 2D. And it tells you the size of that. See what this is, high. See, low. Doesn't really seem to make much difference. But anyways, that's what that feature is as far as offline. It just basically takes a still image, and then it's on your phone or your laptop or whatever, and you can, or a memory card or something. Maybe you do it on your computer and then you put it on your laptop or something of that nature. Let's see, my content. Let's see. Waypoints, tracks, areas, lines, routes. So you probably can save waypoints and routes and lines, on one session of looking at this, and save that, and then go to the same area and import it, and it will put that back on there. You may have different routes you want to take in the same area, and so I would think that's probably what that is. Saved, properties 0 saved. So, and maybe it's different locations, and it just automatically takes you to those spots once you select it. So, trail cameras. Let's see what this is. Okay, it shows me the one I use as an example. I guess it could show photos. This just seems to be like a shortcut to trail cameras. See what Elite Pro Deals is. Check out on Onyx, new benefit to your Elite subscription, access to exclusive pricing on products and services handpicked by the Onyx Hunt team. So I guess you can look into all this and see what these things specifically provide. There's quite a few of these. I might do that. Just want to see something here. In different situation, elite tools. Let's see what that is. Okay, Terrain X, Route Builder, beta. So Terrain X is probably just a beta version, which means it's like a trial. It's not the final product. So yeah, that's basically, just a brief overview of what I've seen. There's a master class on this I seen on YouTube with Onyx's YouTube channel, I think. There's more to it that I seen on there, but this is just my brief overview introduction to it. So we'll look into this at a later time and see what else it offers that I didn't cover in this one. So I'll see you again here next time on the ground. Click the subscribe and make any comments in the section below if you have anything to add or mention or any advice with this. And or any other recommendations, just feel free to do so in the comments section below. So I'll see you again here next time on the ground.